Hi, I'm Shelby Cruz. I'm a local realtor in the Atlanta area, greater Atlanta area, mostly Gwinnett, Walton, and DeKalb counties. I'm here with Moses Hagwood today. He is an electrician and inspector and has just a wealth of knowledge to share with us. Thank you, Moses, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Glad you're here. So tell us about what you do.
Well, my name is Moses Hagwood. I have been in residential electrical work now 17 years, and I have just started my company, Hagwood Homes. It's a private home inspection business and electrical inspections, and I also still do electrical service. Um, I am wanting to move more into the home inspection side of things and away from the electrical service side of things. I'm getting a little older, so it's taking a little bit out of me. Um, but 17 years of residential experience. So,
Very cool. So how did you get into this profession originally?
um, well, my dad built the home that I grew up in, so I've been around construction for most of my life. And I moved here from Virginia back in 2006. And my wife's cousin was an electrician and offered me a job as a helper of his at the time. And started helping him. Realized I was good at it and I liked the physicality of it all. Um, and I just stuck with it. And here I am.
Cool. So what motivates you to keep going?
I enjoy helping people. Someone has a problem, I can solve it. It makes everyone's day better, and I enjoy that.
Okay, very nice. What has surprised you the most?
Surprised me the most would be how little people really know um, that goes into the building of the home. Not, I mean, I can speak from the electrical side of things, but just overall, there is a lot of moving pieces in home building. And I'm just part of one little aspect of it. But people are totally clueless on what's behind their walls and what's running through their attics and things like that.
Fair. Um, what's something that people don't know about your business?
um, my experience in the construction realm, like I say, I've pretty much been around residential construction all my life. And when people meet me, they don't just assume that. So that plus the fact that I'm just an easygoing, laid back guy, kind of easy to talk to, easy to work with, things like that. For some reason,
He's also good with dogs, in case anyone needs to know.
yes, dogs, children, the elderly. Yeah.
So what are your goals over the next year? Like, what's 2023 got in store?
2023. Well, I definitely want to push the home inspection side of things full fledged. I want to go all in. Um, I want to build as many new relationships as I can to expand that business and make friends and things like that. But by the end of this year, I definitely would like to pretty much be full time in the home inspecting realm and less of the electrical service side of things.
Okay, very cool. What's something that you're really proud of?
I'm proud of the fact that I've stuck with this for so long because that's hard to do. There's a lot of hard, long days. Not everyone is pleasant. Not everyone wants you near their home, no less in their home. And I'm here. I am. I'm still doing it. So
that is interesting that people will call for an electrician but not want you in their home.
It is.
How does that work?
Well, for example, I had a gentleman that he needed an electrician, and I was referred to him, and I got there, and he literally told me what I should do, how I should do it, and he was clueless on what his problem was.
Mm.
But when I tried to explain to him what the actual problem was and what needed to be done and how much it would cost, I was no longer welcome. And he knew someone else, and I can get this done for cheaper. And, that whole back and forth kind of happened, and it got, uncomfortable. And ultimately, I didn't do the job.
Huh. Well, then that kind of brings us into what's something you wish people would ask you more. Like, maybe would you rather know more about the job before you get there? Or
Yeah, that would be nice to know more about. Yeah, more specifics, more details on what they're actually experiencing. That would be nice. Um, but really, just maybe like what I'm doing, or maybe why I'm doing
Mhm.
whatever it is I'm doing. Yeah, that will give me the opportunity to really explain the process, and maybe next time, like we were speaking earlier, a
Mhm.
GFCI trips, you don't have to call and pay someone a service
Right.
fee. You can just go to a certain location, reset it, test it. If it still works, if it still holds, you can move on with your day.
So is it fair to say that it is not bothering you if someone asks you questions while you're working? Like, you're okay with explaining
Um,
what you're doing,
yes, that's
how it's
perfectly fine.
happening, and why you would choose to do something this way versus that way. Say they do have some knowledge,
Mhm.
and like, you're happy to have those conversations and really educate people on what's
Absolutely.
actually happening.
Absolutely. No, that doesn't bother me at all. I feel like we all kind of win
Yeah.
in that regard. You know more about your home, or you know more about your electrical system, and I have an opportunity to educate someone, and that makes me feel better. And you save money. You're not
Yeah.
paying another $175 service fee or whatever people charge for someone to come out and do something over and over and over again,
Right.
because things happen all the time. Things happen all the time. A space heater
True.
might cause a break in a trip. And then every time that happens, you got to call an electrician. You have to come out of pocket for that. So,
Man.
yeah.
Awesome. So, how can people reach you? That could be social media. Like, do you have any channels, any places people can find you?
Unfortunately, I'm not.
Preferably
I'm not savvy yet. I'm working on
send
all
them a
of that.
text.
But yes, you can reach me at my email, hagwoodhomes and the number one at gmail.com. And my number is 678-949-8241. That is direct sale. I have it on me all the time. If I don't answer, leave a message, shoot me a text. I do respond. Yeah.
Awesome. And I will share all of that like in writing on the screen and but also in the description so
Awesome.
they don't have to like memorize it from audio.
Okay.
Is there anything else you want to share with our audience today?
Um, just ask questions. You're a lot of times buying a home. That's going to be the biggest purchase you'll ever make. So,
Mhm.
um, make sure the inspector that you're going to get to come out and do the initial inspection, make sure they have some construction experience. Make sure that they do know their way around a home. Make sure they can explain things to you in a way that makes sense. You're not just getting some pamphlet with a million things that you don't understand because you're not in that world, so
Right.
you shouldn't understand. So yeah, ask questions, and if whoever you're dealing with doesn't want to answer your questions, then that should kind of be a red flag for you. Because most of us in the construction realm, we kind of like talking about what we know. I mean, who doesn't?
Right.
So yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm so glad we got to sit down today. And thanks for talking about yourself and sharing with our audience what you do and about you.
Awesome. Thank you for
Um,
having me.